do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On second down now, it's Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Murray with a 3rd and long. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Murray now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We call that sack block.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st down, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Hooper there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a 1st down throw. Love. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
From the gun, here's Love. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
really great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake here on first down. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Check out. 1, 6, 22. 43 is the mic. I got you. I got you. 43 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check out.
Clock throwing again. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 50, it's long. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
To throw is Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Luck now closing in on a 200-yard first. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. The Giants on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Luck escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now let's look at David Johnson. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Lott. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Luck now to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing on 3rd down. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the 2nd quarter. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. And the catch made by Johnson.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Love. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Luck. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to go. It's Locke. Got a man, Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Locke. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, Locke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and that will get them 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go,
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays. Position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Locke. He's got his man. This is Tate. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Crabtree, 35 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That's complete to Slayton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
On 2nd and 9, Luck is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throw left side complete. It's Rose. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate, The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. From the 16, Luck finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Marshall. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Throwing on second down. Luck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray completes it to the fullback, Ham. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
On first down, it's Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Luck. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 2nd down and goal. Luck, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Luck. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Murray now on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on 2nd and 10. Luck. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. On 1st down, it's Marshall. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Luck. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. This is Marshall, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
40,
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
3rd and long. It's Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it had been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So from their own end zone here, this kick's away. Sidesteps him at the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, man.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On the return, it's Tate. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Luck. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. From just shy of midfield, Luck. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Catch made by Slayton. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Skirts by at the 15. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Now Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Crabtree has it.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on first down, Murray. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Turning into a really good one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and